What up, beautiful people? Brian and Harry with UTM 540 Clubhouse. Harry's sitting with the slouch. Just kidding, you're good. I've been was riding BMX for a very long time, so I still have to remind myself to do that. But whatever, that's neither here nor neither. God, too much caffeine. So anyways, we're here to get back on what? What are we here to get back on?
That's the name of the Holmes.
What are we here to get back on?
The Holmes. That's the name.
So we're here to get back on the S&M Holmes and finish this thing up. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video we did for this where I cried like a little baby. He likes that. And we finally get to the point where we can make it all actually legit complete. Harry painted up some pedals for us. They're not necessarily, obviously the ones I would have used from back then, but they're what we have for now. So we just have them as kind of temporary, which will work. And then I ordered some parts and all the parts came in, which are right there. And we just need to open those up and start putting some stuff on. So I'm just going to stop freaking talking. We're going to get to freaking work. But wait, we got to open the packages first. So let's do that, and then we'll start putting some pieces on. Complete this basket. No, we're good. Here. Yeah, I know. No fun. I know. It's all right. There we go. Now we got it. Next time.
What's the grinder?
Next time. Kids these days. All right, now that we got Mr. Destructo to settle down, let's show them what we got here. So this is, I believe, the 7/8 by 7/8 C-post, and I'm not too sure on, let me see. Yeah, 7/8 top and 7/8 diameter. And honestly, I'm not too sure if it's the right one because over the years, that thing's been pinched and stretched and shrinked and whatever. And it seems like it's going to work, but I also ordered a 1" by 7/8 just in case this one does not function for us. But in the meantime, I think it's going to work. And honestly, back in the day, believe it or not, we used to pretty much run full length on these.
Like that one?
Exactly. And that was because that's how we did bar spins and other tricks. So, first things first is last is second is third. You know what I mean. We need to take this one off. Where is it? Right? Ah, there it is. We need to take that one off and then switch it over from one seat post to the other. So I'm going to have Harry do that. And then that way we can just knock that off the list really quick and get to the dirty stuff or the fun stuff. The cool things. Get to the cool things. All right, she's on there, and she is tall, baby. She's freaking tall. What do you think? Yeah, it's way too tall. She's gonna need to be cut down, but we'll do that later. And actually, I have a shorter one. It looks like 7/8 is a little bit too small, but I have another one coming that's 1 inch, and I'd rather cut that one down and leave this one as is. But for now, this one will just have to work. So, in the meantime, we have another package that we are going to open, and then, oh, wait a minute, okay, it was just right here. What the heck? Damn it, Harry! There's no need for that! Maybe next time. Come on. You got job to do. Let's go. Put your weapons away. All right, now that we saved another package from utter destruction, I'm gonna have Harry open that with his hands. Your hands this time. Or maybe scissors. There's some scissors right there. But go ahead and open it up. See what we got. And this is missing part number deuce. Deuce. So precise. Boom. So what we got is 19 millimeter or I believe it's 1 inch. I can't remember. Or 3/4 inch. Bottom bracket bearings that Harry's just gonna throw down on the table. Perfect. Good job.
Yep.
And they get beat up way worse than that. And go ahead and open it all the way. And then we got the American standard bottom bracket cups and all that. I went ahead and just ordered on Amazon because it's much easier than trying to find the right parts within our stash and around town. Well, actually, we didn't have what we needed in our stash, so we kind of had to get this. But yeah, it's gonna work out, I think, really nice. All right, so basically they already come pressed in with the cups, which is kind of nice. I honestly did not expect that. It's got the spacer, some of the other outer spacers, which I have a whole thing of, but I will always take more new ones. And then one of these little cups, which is kind of nice for your outside left-hand side. So yeah, so we can actually put this thing together. But before we do that, we need to put our sprocket on and then get our cranks all together so we can start mounting stuff together and making it happen. So this is the exciting part. Oh yeah, and then we got to piece together that, but that's a whole nother different story. So let's do this. All right, so we're just gonna temporarily put these back brakes back on so that way they're just there. And when we're ready to adjust, we can adjust them out how we want them to. I forgot how tight these things are in here. It's kind of a pain in the butt, honestly. But yeah, better to do it now. Have it ready. Done fighting this thing. Just pull it off. Why fight it? And of course it's still gonna put up a fight. Oh my god, you stubborn little bastard. Of course it just needs that little millimeter, but it's not gonna give it to me. Just that little bit. There it is.
4 hours later.
All right, so those sons of biscuit fart thingies end up being more of a pain in the ass. So yeah, so we're gonna actually call it for the night because I need to cook dinner and I don't want to mess with those anymore. I literally forgot how much of a pain in the butt this was when I first built this bike, and I do remember I modified some 990s and did like some stuff with them that made it work that I'm not willing to do right now. So I'm going to try some other things, but it is getting later and I do want to cook dinner and eat and do all that and then start fresh tomorrow. And yeah, Harry wants to eat too. Yep, he's getting hungry. And then start fresh again tomorrow with the cups and all that good stuff for the cranks and get the cranks on. Hopefully all of that'll go pretty quick. Well, yeah, we're going to call it good. We'll be back. We're not calling it full good because this thing's going to get ridden tomorrow. Tomorrow we're riding this thing.
Him first.
And then him.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, let's call it. And maybe we'll even cut that seat post. That is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right for now. We'll get the shorter one when the new one comes in. So, yep. All right. Calling it good. Sunday. It's actually, wait, that graphic was wrong. I put next day on there and it's actually 2 days later. Oh, whatever. We're getting back on this thing. It's about that time. We took a day yesterday off from everything, and Rhonda found that the Fallout series came out, and it actually came out on Thursday. But we just found out yesterday, and it was raining here in California, so we went full bore binge watching on Fallout, and it was badass, right? Like, everything about it was super good, so we were stoked on that. So we took the night off or day off and just kind of binge watched some TV and hung as a family. And then at the night time, I was getting super anxious, and I couldn't handle the fact that we left this the other night the way that it was. So here, let me show you what we did. So I came out, and he hasn't even seen this yet. He was sleeping actually when I did this last night. But I took the diet comps that were originally on this bike off because they weren't giving us the adjustment we needed. So I just put these little cheapy Pro Maxes on. And here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the base of our brake pad mount was hitting on the inside of the rear triangle, and it wasn't allowing for our brake adjustment to come all the way out. And the last time when, and I was explaining this to Harry at one point, the last time when I had this back in the day, I took a grinder and just shaved that down by like 1/4 of an inch all the way down, and then it was able to give us that adjustment. But with this setup, these pads are mounted off to the side and not the bottom, and so it gives us all the adjustment we need. And now we got like butter brakes, so those will work for now until we can make our adjustments on that, and then call it good. But this is good for now, so I'm okay with it, and it feels really good. So we're gonna move on and put some bearings in the bottom bracket. Try not to act too excited. First off, before we put those bearings in, I'm gonna throw the rear wheel back on, and we might as well just adjust out the brakes. Well, we can't do that until we know how far back the wheel's gonna go. So we're just gonna at least put the wheel back on for now, so when we put the chain on, sprocket, all that good stuff, we can adjust everything out, and then we're pretty much like there, right? Pedals, chain, that. Hey, this should go real easy. This should go real easy.
Totally.
There you go. It's too early for these guys. And then clean is the main clean thing. Ding-a-ling. Oh, yeah. Get on this sucker. I'm so excited we're going to have adjustable brakes. Oh, it's bottoming out on the brakes right there. That's cool with me. I'm all right with that. Put your suckle out. Okay, we got Harry behind the camera.
Woohoo!
So, a lot of people for this part putting the bearings in, they use the bearing like compression tools and all that. We don't have those. So we go with the old school rubber mallet. And I used to do this back in the day too, so it really isn't that far off from what we used to do. We do have like removal tools, like crank arm removal tools and all that stuff that we've gotten over the years, and some specialty stuff. But for now, we're gonna go brute force and see what happens. Oh, I gotta take the bike down first though. And you're gonna hear some rattling because the back wheel isn't tightened down all the way. See? Oh yeah.
Butter?
Not butter, but she's going in. And we might have to use the vise, but at least we can get it started with this. That's one side. And I don't want to hit it too much anymore.
Next side.
Yeah, let's see about this one. Because this one felt a little tighter last time. But at least we can get them started. And then we'll do the old vice grip trick.
One eternity later.
That'll work for now. Let's do this. Go ahead and actually turn it. It's going to be, yeah. And then I'll hold the back end and you hold the front end. There we go. Okay, hold it, but you gotta hold it steady. Do that. Oh yeah, some of you old schoolers. Actually, some of you new schoolers, I'm sure do this too. But you guys know this method. Oh, she's in there good.
That one's going in, that one's not. You might need a wrench.
Wait. Pull it out really quick. All right, so we're still making headway on the vice method. We had to step away for a sec and pound on it a little more with a little bit more of a sledge just to get it started more. But we're putting safety glasses on for right now because it's really tight in there. And I just want to make sure that if for any reason anything happens that we aren't losing our eyeballs, because we need our eyes of balls, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep going. So Harry's over here just full blown wrenching on this thing, and I'm just squinting away, just like, no, just because there's so much pressure on it. And then what was Harry doing while I was doing that?
Harry was just smiling while we were just all
He's this big old smile, just like, it's working, and I'm just, no, please don't explode in our faces. But it's almost there. We're like millimeters away, so we're gonna finish it off, and then we're gonna be good to put some freaking cranks on. So, but it should be easy, right, Harry? Easy. Yep, there you go. Okay, it's not on time lapse, it's on video. So if it does explode, then we're gonna capture it. Ooh, God, those are tight. These are not coming out, so I hope they're the right size.
Oh yeah, so these are not gonna come out after for like the longest time.
No, I already checked. They're the right size. Okay, back off.
We're done.
Sweet.
Oh,
What? Oh.
I thought something. I thought something got my finger.
Yeah, it's called a brake cable. There she is, Miss America. Oh, hey, what's up? Okay, now we have time to put oh, crap. We didn't put the freaking spacer in. Oh, crap. Time to take it off. Come on, grab the hammer. Yeah, actually we did forget to put it in. But to tell you the truth, I haven't ran spacers since like 1995. So I never use these things. If you think they're super important and you have a general or specific reason why, let us know why, because I've honestly never cared about these things. So they're just gonna have to go right in, and here's my proof. None of my bikes have these on them. They're all in here. So yeah, if you know the reason why, let us know, and I will consider putting them in at some point in time. Let's put the freaking cranks on. Sweet. So we have a multitude of spacers and whatnot.
Oh.
And what I usually do when it comes to this is obviously I'm not going to put anything on right off the bat. And I want to see how far off my spacing is. Oh God, that's on there tight. And actually, let me flip this around. So you want to use your spacing based off of how far off your cranks are going to be from your rear triangle. So with this one, we have quite a bit of spacing with these cups that they gave us, which are nice and thick. I'm honestly not sure. I can't remember if the thicker one goes to this side or the sprocket side, but I don't really care because that's how I roll. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use one fatter spacer. We're going to use the big cup spacer, and we are going to put that in. And then that should give us plenty, which it did, plenty of clearance, which is great. And so now you can see that on this side, on the rear triangle, and even the rear brake, there's plenty of room there. So I might even take it back out and take that spacer out, but I don't know, it works, and we got plenty of teeth over there, so we'll see. Mama come out to play.
Mama's going to the shop to weld. No, not weld. Sand.
Sand. Cool. Do it. We're gonna keep working on this and should be done soon. We're gonna be done soon. Harry's back on camera again. And we're gonna put this other crank arm on. And we're still using that old school Sagino, which is great. I'm freaking stoked on that actually. But we already lined up our cranks on this side. Now we gotta line up our splines. That looks off. Come here, look at it. Does that look straight to you?
No.
No. I kind of remember one of these sets that I had was kind of a pain in the butt, but I think that one's good right there. So she's good, and I honestly just kind of guesstimated on the spacers, and I think my guesstimation is correct, but we'll find out. Just hope it is, because I don't want to have to take this thing off again. Oh gosh, I think I'm wrong. Well, maybe not. All right, so our spacing looks good. So I'm having Harry tighten that side down. And yeah, these suckers are gonna be on there. But it's good because it's gonna be solid. So I'm actually really stoked because, you know, all we did was get new bearings, and now the whole setup's gonna feel like a brand new bike. So I'm pumped on that. So we'll get this tightened down, and then we can put the wheels back on and start looking towards the chain and freaking finishing this biscuit. It's like right there. Right there! It's right... It's right there. All right, cranks are on. They're rolling smooth, a little tight, but bearings are tight, and it's gonna have to break in. But I'm gonna have to have Homie now. We're gonna have him put that on, and then after that, it's gonna be pedals, final adjustments, and then we can freaking ride this thing, see how she feels. I'm gonna ride it first, for sure, totally. Hopefully I won't break my ass. Yeah, yeah, I've done it before on the one behind him. So we are final stages. We are putting some washers on the chain tensioner because if you go over here and look, there isn't enough threads for just one of these washers. So I'm getting some washers to gap it out a little bit. And then from there, we are ready to freaking rock and roll. Oh gosh, dang, that's close. And we're gonna, yeah, we're just gonna put the tension on the chain, get that to where it needs to be, and then we can do final adjustments on the brakes. Brakes are over there. My face isn't a brake. So we can do final adjustment on the brakes, and then put the pedals on, and then we're gonna be good to go. So yeah, let's put the, or start adjusting on this little chain tensioner. And you'll see if you back up, go and back up, Harry. You'll see as I'm tightening on this, the chain will start to tighten up. And so now that we got it kind of where we need to be, just do one of those, make sure it's not too tight. And it is a little bit in a spot, but it'll stretch a little more. So we'll call that good. And then, oh, the wheel alignment's actually pretty spot on. So now it's where it needs to be. It's solid. It's good to go. Alignment in the back is just about right where it needs to be. And then, yeah, we're right there. All right, so chain is tension. Ooh, that's actually really tight right there. But it's got, yeah, no, it's okay. It's gonna move, it's gonna stretch, it's gonna do its thing. Yeah, it's got some funkiness going on, but it's gonna be all right. So now we can put the brake pads where they need to be, and I'm trying to decide still on where I want them. But I think the closer, we're not exactly doing flatland on this bike, so it's not, it doesn't have to be like super dialed, but that's about right. Here, let's get here. And then now we can do this other side, do the minor adjustments from what I was saying, how we had them bottomed out from the beginning. We could either do it from the lever or from down below, and then get them nice and dialed, and we'll be
there.
Yep. There you go. And then after that, then we're going to be good to go. So I'm going to flip this bike around, and then the last thing is going to be pedals. So the left hand, right hand, they're not necessarily, that doesn't mean that they screw on the way that most bolts and nuts will screw on. So sometimes they're on reverse thread, but you just never know which one is. And being that you're having a hard time with that one, I'm going to say, because I don't know specifically which one it is, that one's more than likely reverse thread. If you guys have a good method of knowing which is which, you know, just by looking at it, let us know, because I'm curious. I've always been curious about that. So we, in the midst of all that, we realized that both our freaking spindles are rights. And that's because when I got these pedals, I got them with this storage unit sale for like a ton of BMX stuff for $50. And yeah, some of those frames were included in that. I had these, and the spindle on one of them was bad, and I don't think it's this one because this one's nice. Yeah, it's this one, and I replaced the spindle, and I didn't even realize that I have two right-hand spindles, so those aren't going to work. But hey, good job on the paint. Yep.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to make something work from what we got up here from the other three-piece, so we're going to pull all those down and see what we got. Oh, those are one piece. Also one piece. Still one piece. Yep, one piece and trash. Oh, those are three piece, and those are just no bueno. One piece. All right, so we're putting all of these back up, and luckily Harry spotted that we have three piece on our little mini bike, and we're not necessarily using this or building it right now. We are gonna build it back up, but we're not doing it at this moment. So we're gonna freaking snag these pedals up because those will work. All right, so this is the last part to actually go on, and then we can make final adjustments and make sure everything's all nice and tight before I put my 260-pound fat ass on it and take it for a little cruise, because I would hate to step on something and then something's loose and then break my face. Although it would make for a great video. Yeah, it totally would. This one alignment spot in the build, and I think we're ready to freaking go out and rip it. For the most part, she's tight, like with the new bearings and other stuff. Oh god, did I just scratch that? No, I didn't. Okay. So with the new bearings and just kind of how everything pieced together so tightly, like, she's solid. There she is, folks. Freaking S&M Holmes brought back to life 30 years later after sitting in the rafters. Seriously.
30 years later.
30 years later, she's back. So once again, we have original S&M Holmes frame, OG from the era that I rode this thing. Original S&M Redneck with the Wedgie Jackson that could not go in on these forks because these are not original, but we will eventually reassess that. So original frame, original stem, original cranks. Those are the Profile 182s. And original seat clamp, which is a GT. I've always had this thing on there, which is hilarious. I never changed that when I had this bike running. and the original Peregrine 48 spoke seal bearing wheels. So there she is in all her glory, freaking back together again. And I'm stoked, super stoked. So we just need to put some air in these tires, a little bit more than what's in there now, and we'll just go do a little cruise. I can't guarantee any tricks right now, but we'll at least go cruise around a little bit. So let's do this. This feels so nice. Okay, so tires are aired up, everything's ready to go. We're gonna go take this thing out for its inaugural ride, but before we do, Harry, would you please do the honors? So the boys actually, they had an extra ProTech helmet, which I need a new helmet because mine that I have hanging up on my other bike, the foam on the inside is falling apart and it would get all over you. So they happen to have a fat boy helmet, a fatty helmet.
XL.
An XL. But this guy stickered it up for me, so I want him to run through all the stickers. So,
Okay.
ready?
The first one
Ow, gosh, dang it.
is the S&M because
Oh, yeah.
I put those right there because it's like on your other helmet, on your older helmet.
Yeah, that's true.
I did a last point sticker,
Wait.
pointing out the Carry the 9 sticker,
Ah, gosh, dang it.
a bucket club.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bunker's on there.
Yes, you can see it.
Okay.
Skate park of last point.
Nice. Ow.
A you can't beat.
Oh,
It's-
yeah,
it's
that's right.
from the
That's
Two
right.
Felons.
Yep, got you. Where's the two
Another-
felons? Oh, right there. Okay, two felons. Yep, got it.
Another S&M.
Ow, gosh, dang.
Punks give
Punksgiving.
Yeah.
What?
4130
Oh, my gosh. Hang on, I should twist my body. Okay.
and
Skate-
a urethane sticker.
Yep, your thing. Love you, boys.
Hostile takedown, and then this sticker from
Yes.
the
Skate Park of
little-
Tampa.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and
Uh,
Trace Noir Ace.
yeah.
Trace Noir. You know who you are, Trace Noir. We've bought stuff from you from car shows, and we actually are all up in your social media, like liking all your stuff. So we love your glasses and your blind people glasses. So a little sponsorship, Train Noir. We love you guys. But anyways, yeah. So it's pretty rad. There's a little 360 view, and we're gonna go freaking ride. She just fell down. So we're gonna go ride this thing. Let's freaking do this. The boys got their bikes out already, so let's go take a little cruise. No way. Oh god, funny how big feels good. Oh my god, it feels so weird. Wow. That's amazing. Well, she rides good. She rides really good, actually, but bunny hopping feels like a whole, like I've never done it before. Literally. I'm gonna have to relearn all that stuff. But she freaking looks good. How's she look on camera out here?
Chrome.
Like a
Chromey.
shiny penny?
Chromey.
Yes. Look at that thing. Hell yeah. That looks so good. I'm so stoked. Definitely needs a lower seat post. Even from back in the day, it's a little high. But that's rad. I'm freaking stoked. Let's go ride around a little bit. Ride around the block. You ready? Yeah?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Which way?
Oh my god, it feels so good. Like this, the gearing is so fast. that was so, you missed it. That was so sketchy. Don't miss it. Wow, I totally forgot how to bunny hop and jump. It was like learning how to ride a bike. It feels really good, like super dialed and tight. And the gearing is really nice, but the rider kind of sucks. And I'm having a hard time like feeling that stability again because I don't ride 20-inch. Matter of fact, I don't ride at all. So it's literally been, I don't know how many years since I've ridden, like 20, 18, I don't know, something like that. So I need to get used to it again, but overall she's like tight, like super like and the gearing is like fast, so I'm stoked. And we'll need to keep riding more and adjusting as we go, but for now, we're freaking good. Which way do you guys want to go to get back to the house? You want to go that way? Sure. And then we'll just loop around. Can you film while we do it?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
I used to always challenge myself to bunny hopping. Look at it! Got it. Oh, I'm not doing that one. That one's way too big.
I could do it if I don't have the camera right next to me, but yeah.
I could do it if my pants were. Yeah, this feels so good. Oh my god, it feels so good. All right, so we're gonna head back to the house, but we got Harry on there. I want him to have a shot on it because he helped build it and he needs to feel kind of the difference between bikes in general. He's only had really like this one for a while now, and it's nice when you can get on something that's freshly built and see the difference. So he's gonna jam it back to the house. I'm gonna ride his freaking jalopy. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. It just needs to be dialed.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we'll see where we're at. So let's hit it. All right, how's it feel?
Good.
It's different, huh?
Yeah.
Do you think it feels different than your bike as far as like being that your bike's newer and that one's a little more old school? Is it harder or easier to bunny hop?
It actually feels better than that one. It's just the seat.
Yeah.
So that's it.
But riding wise, like, does it feel, do you think it's harder to do stuff on it or easier? Kind of easier a little bit? Maybe because it's just new.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we're gonna switch back so that way I can ride my way back up to the house, and then yeah, we're gonna call this freaking thing good. Denny, do a trick. Hey! Fat man on a little bike. Fat man on a little bike. Yeah. This gearing is nice. I like it. Yeah. Even he was like, yeah, you're way too fat to be on that thing. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. He said, you're way too fat to be on that thing. All right. And call this thing good. Freaking stoked. So we're gonna call this good because there's not much more we can do at this point. I mean, it's in, it's put together. If we do end up doing any other parts, it's just gonna be like forks, different pedals, maybe find some tenderizers. And then I think, oh, and the brakes too. I'd like to kind of get back to OG brakes on that because these ones, they're cheap, but they work. I mean, they actually work really good. So I'm pretty stoked on how all that came out. So once we choose to do all that stuff, you know, obviously we don't need to make a full video about it, but you know, at least it'll be full blown finished to an to where it needs to be, I'd say, right? Yeah. So anyways, as usual. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the new BMX subscribers, by the way. We notice when it's you guys because you always comment on the videos and stuff, and it's freaking rad. So we're just stoked to have a whole nother genre and group of people to come in and join us for all this fun stuff. And you know, we're just psyched to have you all. So as usual, thank you for the support, the love, comments, supports, all the new subscribers, and all the love on the shorts too, which is rad. We actually went and hit Social Distortion, Bad Religion. I got a bunch of shorts from that from last week on Wednesday in Santa Barbara Bowl. So I'll put some footage at the end of this video of that, but you guys gave some major love on the shorts from that stuff. So I appreciate that. And our link to our Amazon wish list is in the description below. So if you guys feel like supporting the channel, please hit that. But other than that, we love you. And we'll see you on the next one. And if you're gonna thrash, that's right, bitches. Wear your freaking helmets. All right, off work for the day on a Wednesday, heading to Social D, Bad Religion, and the Love Bombs down at Santa Barbara Bowl. So I've never seen Social Distortion live before. Freaking super pumped. And yeah, let's get down there and see what it's all about. Let's go have some freaking fun. Yes. Yes. Check it off the list. Social D in our back freaking yard.
It's like my 7th time.
It's my first time seeing him. I'm freaking stoked. So anyways, thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike.
There's nothing like town. Everyone is a hypocrite.
There he is. Man.
Black mirror. There's a reason why every size running out of better shape and felt society try. You know what you say, it's saying now turn around, turn around. Sorry, I can't hear that, turn around. Brothers and sisters have tasted sweet success. His parents got him insane. His life's a mess. His mommy's a monster. He's not afraid to admit. Mommy's a monster.
On our way out, all said and done, it was freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Now for the mayhem.